Hello, everyone. My name is Bro, and today we are going to be talking to my cousin, blood cousin, Dee, but she goes by JustDeedee. And we're just going to sit with her today to go over a couple of things very quick. This is Shotgun with Bro. We're not going to be here for a long time, but we're here for a short time, and it's going to be a good time. So, Dee, let us know who you are.
Yes, hello. My name is Didi, aka Just Didi. I do all the things. That branding is coming as well. I am a songwriter, singer, choreographer, personal and virtual assistant. I also have a boutique that'll be coming back out. My goal is to help other small business owners like myself achieve their goals and dreams and create safe spaces for all of my kindred spirits and souls.
Absolutely. And I can definitely take some type of, I got to raise my hand and say I've been a part of all of the things. And she's very much that person to do all of the things. Every event has been top tier. It's always warm, welcoming. It's never feeling like, I don't belong here. I'm out of place. It's all of the things and then some. So, tell us a little bit about how you choose to express yourself. My brand is Range of Expression. It's basically a brand allowing people to showcase what they do to express like what they got going on, whether it's art, whether it's songwriting, whether it's
Yes.
just all the things that you do, basically.
Yes. Yeah, I express myself through being creative. That's just who I am, like from to the core.
Yeah.
Um, so like I express myself by pretty much just doing what my spirit tells me to do, like like following that gut in my soul. And I don't believe in coincidences. So if I have a thought and I get confirmation, then I go with it. So um, whether it's creating Black Girls Brunch on the beach, or creating a lock set or a
Yeah.
shirt, for other people to express themselves. Um, that's pretty much what I do if I feel it. And it's confirmed more than once, I will say, then I just lean into it. And that's pretty much how Just DD Services came about. It's like, oh, I should probably start my own business.
I
Let's
might,
go.
might as well. Might as well do this.
Right.
And we're here. So take me through the journey. Like, so how long have you been kind of setting up this whole like brand of Just Dee? Like, what was your very first like instant of like, I'm creative and I like doing this. And this is
Yeah.
hey.
Well, I would say that me being a creative started way back to, I'd say, seventh grade. That's when I first started when I started my first group. It was a dance group.
Yeah.
And it was
Wait,
like
wait,
right
wait,
after
wait.
you.
What was the dance group called? You can't just say that and just like leave the dance group name out and not tell
There
us
was it was
what it was.
it was for my middle school, so it was like Fairway Middle School dance team, woo woo.
Okay.
And there was really no funding for performing arts. Most of our funding went towards sports.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was with my theater teacher because I thought for the longest that I was a thespian. I'm not. So I was one of those background people doing the lighting and helping edit, play lines and makeup and wherever I, fit in that category. And she it was some type of musical and I was helping out. I don't even remember the name of the musical. But anyway, I was helping them do choreo for the music, and she was like, "Dee, why don't you, start your own dance team?" And I was like, "Oh, that sounds fun." And it was right around the time You Got Served had came out. And
Oh,
I
oh,
had rewinded the
you was
video
doing
like
all the
you know what I'm saying? With the shirt change and the jackets. I was, yeah, getting it. And then like Maya, Emery, all the, Sierra, all of those people had came out during my seventh grade year. So I was like, if they can do it, like,
you was like, I'm
so
taking
can I.
everything, I'm gonna take all the tools from them and I'm gonna do my own
Okay.
thing in seventh
It,
grade.
exactly. So I came up with a dance group. We actually ended up winning our first talent show like a month later. I got grounded for doing something stupid. But they went ahead and, did the dance and we got first place. So I was really
I
happy
mean,
about that.
hey,
And I've
talk
just
your
been
stuff,
creating ever
queen.
since.
Talking in
Yeah.
first place. That matters. We
Yeah,
gotta put that
right. That matters, right? And I would,
matters.
as far as like designing and stuff goes, I would be that friend that everybody's like, "See, here's my school shirt. Can you cut it up and make it like yours?" I'm like, "Sure." So, so like I've always been a creative, just naturally.
Yeah.
So this me starting my business was me just leaning into it.
Mhm.
You know.
So seventh grade, and then what was next? Was it just
Oh
like
yes.
was it a domino effect of just like
Pretty much. Yeah. It was just me creating. I think I started a step team in ninth grade because seventh to eighth grade we had the dance team. I started a step team in ninth grade.
yeah
That took off. And then I actually got into like more of the organized dance teams and things of that nature when I was in high school. But still I was a choreographer. I made the steps for our shows. Um, we were number one, our step team and dance team was number one in the state. So yeah, I would come up with all especially when Crump came out, I was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then, with the coordinating of the outfits, I did that. And I remember there was actually this one step competition where I wrote a song, you know? And I had been doing that. Like I was one of those people who got an A on their project because every single time, even a science project, like make a project about the periodic table, I bust out my keyboard and be like,
I got a song about well here it goes.
right, do
Periodic
re mi.
table.
Helium. So yeah, that's pretty much been me. My background as an adult was in youth programs. And that's pretty much a position where you have to do all the things because you're trying to keep teens engaged and out
Right,
of trouble.
right.
So whatever they showed interest in, I made events, made things around that. And I was also a competitive dance and step coach. So I had teams that went to that competed all across the state,
Mhm.
all across the country, all across the continents.
Yeah,
And yeah, so yeah, I've just been a creative for since seventh grade. I kind of
in
just leaned
seventh
into it,
grade.
and that's just been me since
Yeah.
14.
Well, what I love about you is that I mean you are creative and you got to express yourself and your thoughts and your feelings and stuff just like all of us. But what I like about you is, or what I love about you is that you bring other people into what you got going on, and then you also identify stuff too. Like we did a shoot, uh, like a modeling shoot. You created, directed it,
Yes,
right?
I
And
did.
of course, I had like modeling in my mind, before when I was younger, but in my adult life, I let that thing go. And I had two kids, like
Girl,
I'm all
bye.
body weird. I'm all body weird. But she was like, D, I gotta come on. And I appreciate that. And I know like that just kind of gives us a little insight on like who you are in your heart and how you bring the best out of people that are around you, your
Yes.
flock, your tribe. And I've seen it firsthand. So definitely want to give you your flowers for that. And it's just amazing and inspiring to see. And I was like, I gotta get you on here. We gotta sit down and talk. We gotta get to the
Yes.
core. We gotta know the journey. And then we also
Right.
gotta point people to your direction so they can get serviced and all of the things that you have going on.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just need to say that piece. But so how often do you create? I know we done said you do it. I just need to know, like, is it every single day? Is it from the
Yes.
moment you wake up? Is it in your sleep? You having dreams? Like, let
Yes.
people know. Let us know.
All of the things. Yep, I'm creating in my sleep when I wake up. Like you said, I'm one of those people that if I see the greatness in somebody, whatever it is, I'm gonna pull it out of them. Um, and it's all about being who you needed as a kid or even as an adult. Like
Sure.
adults need
Sure.
villages too. I saw that meme
Sure.
floating around somewhere.
No,
So
we
it's just like
do.
Like, sis, you are all the things too. Like, let's be all the things together. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
And I absolutely
So,
love that because we need it. We need it, especially
yeah,
in our community. We're based out in Hawaii, you and I, and
yes,
it's awesome to see just a group of Black women, women of color, come together and support one another. And it's genuine. There's nothing fake about
yeah,
it. There's no
nothing.
jealousy. There's no strife. There's no like, oh, let me one up you. And
No
no, it's pure
competition.
deep
Yeah,
love. And I
it is.
absolutely love that. And I think, well, I know for all of the events and all the things that you do here, that's the foundation of it. Like I've seen it
Absolutely.
firsthand.
I
So,
appreciate that. Yes.
so this next question, I don't think there's anything bad that you've done, but in your opinion, what has been the worst work that you've done so far? If you could say like the
Um,
worst, or maybe not the worst, maybe let's reword it. A work that you've learned from the situation and it's like, you know what, maybe I next time I'll do it this way. And you progressed into, a better space and a better event or what have
yeah,
you. Like, what was that?
absolutely. I think I would say when I had first got into competitive dance and step, um, and I had first got my when I got my first leadership position, that was I'm not talking about secretary, that I was captain.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back in my junior and senior year of high school. And what I will say is that um, I learned the difference between being a leader and a boss. Um, and I will say, like, I learned in the worst way, but I needed to learn that way in order to be humbled and to be able to, like, you know, do the journey correctly. So it was competition. I had a lot on my plate as well. Junior year is the hardest year of high school, so I was just like already stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pushing my team like to the limit. I mean, every single practice, girls and boys would go home pissed at me because I'm like, do it, get it right, do it again, give me push-ups, we'll do it tomorrow because you guys can't get it right. Blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I'm telling them, cracking it down on them and telling them to get it together. I'm not practicing.
What you
I'm
preach.
not, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just looking straight from a boss perspective. Like,
Yeah.
you're not doing it right. Get it together, get it done. When myself should have been running with them, should have been doing push-ups with them, should have been practicing with them, and I'm too busy, dictating to them.
Mm.
We get up on the stage during competition, and the whole team is on point. I'm right in the front, and I messed up every
Okay.
single step. And we should have been placing first that day. We placed second. And majority of that was because of me. Um, it definitely humbled me, and helped me realize that number one, I need to, in order to be a leader, you have to be right there on the ground. You shouldn't
Right.
be asking things of people that you wouldn't do yourself or that you wouldn't do with them.
Right.
And then second, it helped me realize that no matter how good you think that you have it, how great of a teacher you are,
Mm-hmm.
life is a constant lesson. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Sure is.
So there is no big position, small position. Everybody has a role, and every role is important.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I wasn't letting the trainers do their job. It was the trainers who were supposed to be, training. But
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted everybody's job, because I could do it
Yeah.
all by myself. And that's a third lesson that it helped me realize, that nobody can do anything by themselves. We all need people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We all need each
Mm-hmm.
other. And so that was a big life lesson for me that I'm happy that I learned before I graduated high school, because I ended up being under a lot of people who still had that same mentality, outside of the teenager age.
Yeah.
So uh, it definitely humbled me. And I'm apologizing till this day. Like, all of my sisters and brothers, on our team, we still keep in contact. As a matter of fact, we're talking about planning a reunion soon. And every single time I talk to them, I'm sorry. Like,
I'm so sorry I put you through that. I'm so sorry I
yeah.
didn't practice. But it's so good though. I mean, it's not good that you, I don't want to say failed because you didn't fail. You came in second, but
I learned.
it was
Yeah.
a learning experience. But it's good that you took that and you was able to recognize, like, listen, in order for me to be a leader, in order for me to be, effective, I have to do what I'm telling them to do. I have to
Yes.
put in just as much work, if not more, as the people that I have under me. And
Exactly.
I think that's
Or
awesome
beside
because,
me, because there really is like, who's under you? No one.
but
Like, you know what I'm
but
saying? Like,
and like you're leading these children, so like in that
yeah,
sense,
yes,
you're in your junior year, and I would assume that it's like maybe ninth graders or sophomores,
true
under
story.
you. So I'm saying
Yeah,
in that manner, not like there's
yeah,
there's like I'm here and they're down here.
right.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it's good that you took that though, because you're able, I'm sure, like with your businesses that you have going on, that you're able to apply that to what you have going on now. And I think that's
Absolutely.
just amazing. So
Oh,
you
thank you,
did
cousin.
mention your career in the youth center. So tell me a little about that because you done went from 11th grade teaching these children, learned your lesson, and now I'm sure you're applying all those lessons into your now career at being a youth director and helping out those children. So take us a little bit through
Absolutely.
that before we get more into the questions. I just want to paint a good picture of like your career to the people that's watching.
Absolutely. Yes, I left youth programs. I worked in military youth programs, all branches, all the branches.
All of
I
them.
did that for I did
All
that
of
for
them.
10 plus years. I left the GS system as a teen center director. And to work with teens is to, um, I tell you, learn every single day. They're with them. I had to learn that um, that judgment is bad. You know what I'm saying? Judgment is definitely bad, and everybody has their paths. And
Yeah.
I learned a lot working with teens. What I will say is that I loved my job. I loved the kids. It was the bureaucracy um, that I felt was stifling me, like as
Mm-hmm.
a person, not
Mm-hmm.
even career wise, but just like growing as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like I had so much to offer, so many ideas, but a lot of times when you're working under a program that's just so has all the rules, it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard to step out of that, which is what caused me to get the idea to start my own business in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I initially started JustDeedee Services because I'm a teen life coach. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 years. So helping kids learn what they want to do in life, learn what career path they want to take, help them get, start making the steps to get that career path, get the
Mm-hmm.
scholarship, get them into, help them find a good recruiter, whatever the case may be. I help them achieve their dreams.
Yeah.
Um, but I realized that it's only so far that I can go. There's limits, especially when you are one person, running a whole facility and you're mentoring, 40 to 50 kids a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like this is a lot, and I really can't help them the way that I would like
You
to. I
want.
can't invest the time in because there's just not enough time in the day with all the other things
Mm-hmm.
happening. And in my opinion, it was things that were not beneficial to the growth of each individual child.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, it was actually my loctician when I got here. I knew that I wanted to start my own business. I just didn't know what route I would take. And
Mm-hmm.
she was retying my hair and she was like, "Why don't you be a teen life coach?" And I was like, "A teen life coach?" She was like, "Yeah, that's what you do, right?" I was like, "I guess so." And I went ahead and started the business. I offered 6 other services other than teen life coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Every other service except teen life coaching has blown up. So
Hey,
The
listen, it's coming though, because
yes,
that is definitely needed. Like, I mean,
I
let's
believe
be
it.
honest, when we have our kids at school, they're with these teachers like more than they're with us sometimes.
Yes,
And a lot of the times, I'll be honest, like, I have to do my research when it comes to like looking up grants and looking up, type of scholarships and stuff for my children,
yes.
like in the future. So to have someone who's well knowledged, well skilled in that area, like, of course. So just because it's not booming like everything else right now, as far as like all your businesses or the services that
Yeah,
you have uh, available, it's coming because it's needed.
I believe it. I
Right?
believe it, and I'm grateful for all the other movement because who knew? Like who
Nah,
knew? I'm like,
nah.
I just put myself out there, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's been great. Like no complaints. I'm not discouraged at all. And not to say that I haven't mentored kids. I mean, I've had a few teens that I've mentored, mostly college, freshmen, which is great. But yeah, that's initially why I started, and then all the other things started happening, and then it's like, oh, a few services have been added. Like, who knew that I was a host? Everyone knew except me, apparently. Like, yeah, now we have the, Soulful Fridays every Friday at Cafe de Mal. Come check me out every Friday, like
Wait,
Church
wait,
on
wait,
Sunday,
wait, wait,
guys.
wait, 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 wait. Hold it, hold it. You're going too fast. You're going too
Oh,
fast. You're
okay.
going too fast for me. Oh, because we gotta stay on the road of Damascus. No, we gotta stay on this
Okay, my
road real
bad.
quick. No, because I definitely listen. I want to get into all of my questions, and I want to get into
Yes,
everything else, like all the things that you have. But like
I'm here for it.
to me, and I'm sure the audience will agree, like it's the journey sometimes that we fail to not acknowledge, but we just don't know, right?
Yes,
Sometimes, we can appreciate all of the services and everything that you have to offer because sometimes we don't know the journey. Like I know the journey. I know the story,
true
but the,
story.
the people, the people don't know the story. So,
I feel it.
all right. So, so now you are in a place of, all right, I'm here. My services as far as like helping and mentoring teens is not popping right now. However, I got A, B, C, and D. So, what was the very first thing you did after? I don't want to say that you realized, but what was the first thing that came, the first blessing that came up as far as like your next service that you provided for the island of Oahu?
Yes. The first service that became popping was a personal assistant for small business owners.
Mm-hmm.
Um, turns out that small business owners want to hire assistants that are all the things, and it was just like, yeah. So
You
that's
gonna
what
need one
happened.
soon.
Right.
You
Oh, I
need
already
one
have one.
now.
I already have one. Her name is Ari. She just moved here.
Well, amen. See,
Right.
the need was met.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? And did.
Right, and did that. But no, Jamie, Jamie Siako from Oahu Premier Picnics, she posted on one of the pages. She was like, "Hey, looking for someone to help me run picnics and run my social media accounts and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff." I'm like, "Oh, I could do that."
I
So,
can do it. No problem.
right, I messaged her. I interviewed at a picnic that she had set up, and a year later, I help her manage the company and soon to be partner of Oahu Premier Picnic. So that is exciting.
Okay,
Um,
so if you are in Oahu and you're visiting, or if you've been there for a while because you're based out of here and you're looking for a nice event, please
yes.
look them up. I've been to a few of their events and it's always been an amazing time. So amazing time, amazing
Oh,
food. You're meeting new people. It's great.
yes.
It's great.
Yes.
But
Hey,
continue.
Jamie, love you, sis. Yes, Oahu Premier Picnics, we are number one. On Oahu, I'm humble about a lot of things, but Oahu Premier Picnics is not one of them. Number one picnic company in, yes, Oahu. So check us out. We do all the events, we do elopements, we do engagements. birthday parties. So yes,
You name it,
definitely.
we got it. Gender
Exactly.
reveals,
Gender reveals.
proposals,
Oh yes,
all the above.
proposals. Yes,
All the
proposals
above.
is the number one seller. So yeah, if if you feel a little antsy and you need us to put it together, we got you.
I got you. And you might see me there.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So picnics. So you've been doing that for a while. Picnics. So let me stay. Let me stay on the road. So personal assistant, and then you came on board as a partner with picnics.
Yes.
And then what was the next thing?
What was the next thing?
Yeah, and it's just I love it. I love it. Because we could be here all day, honestly.
Right.
And it's, the shotgun is supposed to be real quick, but
Yeah, it's
that's
a lot.
okay. It's a
The
lot.
next
But it's a
thing
good
was
thing though.
yes. The next thing was Black Girls Networking. You were at the very first event.
Sure was.
You were at the very first event. It was Black Girls Networking. It's still Black Girls Networking, but we have one special event that we try to do once a month, if not every other month. It's JustDeedee Services partnered with Oahu Premier Picnics, and it's called Black Girl Brunch on the Beach.
Black Girl Brunch on the Beach.
Black Girl Brunch on the Beach.
And they're lit.
It is magic every single time.
Magic. And not only you're gonna get some food, but you also get like a little mini photo shoot. Yes. And it's great because you're talking with other women, you're engaging. It's
connecting. Like
if you
every
just try it.
Yeah.
Just go.
I'm telling you, please.
You won't regret
it. For you.
You won't regret
it. Yeah. Every single time those who are supposed to be there are there. Like there has not been one time. I think we've done it 4 times so far. And every single time it's just like it's almost divine. It is divine.
It is. I remember like you was so nervous and like everything was just for the first one. And it turned out to be an amazing time. Everything fell into place, but it always does.
Yes. And the first time it was like 3 people there, if we want to include my cousin. It was 3 people there. So it was like, should I stick with this? But in my heart of hearts, I knew that it would get better. And boy, did it.
It
boy,
did
it.
Look at us now.
Yes. This last Black Girl Brunch on the Beach, I actually had the honor of photographing the first Black Miss Hawaii. 2022. I was just like,
talk your stuff, girl. That's a big deal.
So yeah, it was all the things, just all the things,
all the things. And then exactly. Look, expressing that love, creating a safe space for us Black women.
Yes.
Very much needed.
That's for sure.
Okay. So what was the next thing? Like, let's go. Where's our next stop, Dee?
The next stop. What did I do? I did do major exercise. So
haven't gone. I'll be honest, I haven't gone to this yet, but I will.
Yes.
For sure. But tell us about it.
I will hold you to it.
You ain't gotta hold me to it because one thing about me, I'm a support.
Right. One thing about me is I'm
a girl.
Yes. And I appreciate you for your support, by the way, cousin. Love you so much. But yeah, major exercise is fairly new. It is pretty much it's what it is, a majorette dance. I choreograph an exercise. We sweat a little bit, and while you're sweating, you're learning a dance and you don't even know it. So by the end, it's just like, oh, I'm doing this.
Learn to dance, you're getting a good exercise in, and you also meeting new people because it could be a networking thing, or it could be testing out the waters to meet have a friend or two, grab some drinks, or just do this thing again.
Yes,
on Sunday.
absolutely.
Yes.
So we do it every other Sunday at Kahe Point Electric Beach. And then I also now have the sip and dip where we do that every Saturday at Cafe Den Mal. And it's the same thing. It's kind of major exercise, but with cocktails.
Fun. If I got a chance to want to and have a little feel, I'm there. Cause that drink,
just enough to get you all loosened up. You know what I'm saying?
No. But yeah, you gotta loosen it up. You gotta loosen it up.
Yeah, get out your head, because that's really what most of us are dancers. We just be all up in here. You have a little lick of courage, and then next thing you know, you Beyonce. Or one of her background dancers at least. So
listen, look, back in the day, back in the day, I used to be stepping with the best of.
Okay.
No, but for sure, definitely check that out, because I will be up in there too, checking it out myself with a little drink and a little 1-2 step.
1-2 step.
One thing about me, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so now we got all of that. So tell us about hosting, because you are also a hostess.
Yes, who knew?
The list just will continue on, but you're hosting.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
My good brother Tony hit again on a page, and he was looking for a hostess for a karaoke night.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm a creative director and a promoter and all the things, I interviewed with him. I sent him a few of my videos of me singing, because I'm like, I may not be a hostess, but I can sing, and it's karaoke night, so
Let's marry
surely,
them together.
surely it can't be that complicated, right?
Right.
But I was very much nervous about hosting, because I don't know why. I don't know why. But but I was. So he was like, the first night, he was like, okay, you're hired. I'll see what you can do. Come up here, do it, and
and did it.
We'll get it done. Yeah, I mean, first night it was like 60 people up in the joint. I just put a little flyer out, and a lot of people on the island had known me from singing at our Love Right Now events.
Hey, LRE, Look, I like how you skip past the part that you sing as well. We'll get to that too. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to that.
Yes. So he hit me up. I was like, I came. I put the little, I made the flyer. I made the name Soulful Fridays. We kind of did a brainstorming. He had a slogan and a concept, and I was like, say less, I got you. So put the flyer up, and building was full, and I mean, the first night I killed it. They was like, where do you host? I was like, this is my first hosting gig. They was like, you're lying. Yeah. No, I'm telling I'm telling the truth.
I'm not lying. This is my first hosting gig. But you're a natural. I've been there too.
Yes.
You're a natural. You're a natural.
I appreciate it.
And it's a good time, and it's a good vibe. It's like, it's never a bad time there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get on the mic, sing your little song, you know what I mean? I'm talking about me, not you. I'm gonna sing a little song, because I like to tell people I can't sing, but I can sing. Okay. Yes. And karaoke is the perfect place for that, because everybody's looking for you to be Whitney Houston,
Yes.
So you go and you have fun, and then you're around people again, like just the genuine environment that you are always creating, along with Tony and everyone else. But that foundation, like I said, is just always there. It's always top tier.
I appreciate it. So, that's the goal. That's the goal. Like a safe space where you can just come and be authentically, unapologetically you. Yourself. If you can't sing, come make a joyful noise. If you don't feel like getting on the stage, have a drink.
Absolutely.
Do a dance. A two-step.
Every Friday.
Dance in your chair if you want.
Look, it's soulful. So you ain't got to be black, you ain't got to be blue, you ain't got to be green, you ain't got to be white. You can come up, just be you.
No matter the color, bring your soul. It's on the flyer.
And that's it.
Absolutely.
You're hosting that. So now you're a hostess.
Every Friday.
So you had skimmed past the part where you are also a singer and songwriter. She skipped that, y'all, but we read. She sing too, and she's an amazing singer. Like, girl, so
It's so
many
many
talents.
things. It's so, and I thank the Lord. It gets overwhelming for me, so I know it's overwhelming for them. Like, and you do this, and you do this, and I'm
No,
like, God is
it's
good. God
not
is good.
overwhelming because you know what? It's one thing to have so many talents, but it's another thing to have those talents and you bury them and you don't use them and you don't share them with the world.
That
And
part.
so many people do that, doubting themselves,
Yeah.
hearing what other people say on the
Life is too
kind
short,
of glad
y'all.
the
Get
lead
up.
arriving. But
Get
anyways,
up.
so it's just amazing to see you just tap into all those things. And it's and what I love too is like if someone comes to you and asks you like, hey, can I do this? You may not know how to do it, but you're gonna find out how to do it. And you're gonna do it well.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it well at first, you're gonna figure out a way to how to, to do it in a way where it's quality. And
Exactly.
God gonna continue to bless you because you're willing to try. You're willing to put it out there. You're not burying the stuff. And so I see you do this time and time again, and I'm always just inspired and pushed and encouraged.
Cousin.
And it's dope. And it's so dope to see. And you a Black woman. It's just dope.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. So you're a singer, you're a songwriter. Her songs are lit. So all the things, sorry to let's pause real quick. It's for a commercial break. So all the things that we're talking about will be linked in the bio or wherever this will be on all my platforms. So all the things, the links, the songs, Spotify, YouTube, the picnics, everything will be linked. So you can definitely find what you're looking for when it comes to JustDeedee services and everything else, everyone else that's attached to it, because there's other people too. Yeah. Now back to our scheduled program. I had to put it out there just in case
right.
Like, there's all these great things, but where can I find it?
Right.
It's gonna be there. Okay. So, and I know that's not it because it's just not. It's just never ending. It's a never ending stream.
Exactly.
Of creative.
What? I'm gonna pick like 5 things out of 25.
No, because you design too.
Yeah.
Like, because you have jewelry.
I do.
Jewelry. And you also have like a clothing brand. You have shirts. It's lit. I had a shirt and I got a visor. She does visors as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you just do all of the things.
All the things.
Is there anything else that I've missed or that you need to cover before we go through our questions, our Q&A, or continue on with them? I should say.
If we missed anything, JustDeedeeServices.com. All of my services are listed on there. I am a photographer as well as a creative director, and we'll be briefly going into music videos. So yeah, that's something to look forward to.
Ma'am, you're a poet as well.
I am a poet.
And as a fellow poet, I'd be like, yes, ma'am. Come through with the vibes. Come through with the mic.
Yes.
Let's do it. That's just what she's a poet too. So just dopeness all around. Black girl magic all day.
God is good.
So with all of the things that we've talked about and that we've gone down a list of the stuff that continues on, the cup that runneth over. What would you say is one of the best things, in your opinion, that you've used to express yourself? If there is any.
I love to dance, to be honest. I can sing better than I can dance, but I love to dance. And so like anytime I'm frustrated, anytime I feel like I need a release of emotion, that's what I do. Like I just dance like no one's watching, even if people are. So
I can relate. I can relate to that.
So
dancing just does something. It just gets you. It just gets you right. You ain't gotta be like 1, 2, 3. You can just listen to the music and
flow with the music.
Right.
You know? Like you feel like you want to fight somebody, just dance. I'm telling you, it'll tire you right out. Because I'll be tired. I'll be like, okay, I can go to sleep now.
Like
All the
I don't
frustration
want
is
to fight no more. Like I done,
right. Too tired.
I'm too tired. I done left it all on the dance floor
All on the
or
dance
in the comfort
floor.
of your own home because I dance at home. I don't know about
All on
you.
the all in the living room. I done left it all.
AD, when it rains outside, I'm like, let me go out here and do step up, give up to the
Exactly.
streets.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You remember that scene on You Got Served where Omar I was out there dancing in the rain? That's me,
That's
definitely.
you. Hey, listen, when the forecast said we got like 60%, 80%, 90% chance of rain, I'm calling you. We're gonna find a
we go
street
let's go.
and we gonna do
I'm
it.
down.
We're gonna
Who
do
got
it.
the GoPro? Like,
We're gonna do it. Look, I wanna be Moose. I wanna
right.
I wanna be Moose. I wanna put my knee on the pavement.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So who inspires you to create, or like if you have a muse, you know, is it
Well, this one is definitely a muse for me.
wait, who is this one?
Oh, Ro, Deanna, my cousin. She's all the things as well. Y'all will see. Um, but yes, sometimes I feel like we're in each other's head. She's like, "Hey, I got this idea. What's the name of it? This. Say less." When we do
What's your
one
calendar
day,
look like? What's your
right?
calendar look like? Look,
Pretty
cousin,
much,
pencil me in.
right? Like, let's go. Either you set a date or I set a date. Which one? So yeah, definitely the people around me, like my sisters, my family, the people that God has placed in my life, y'all are all my muses. I mean, creatives get together, we get to creating, and next thing you know, something amazing comes out from it. So I can't be more
Right,
grateful
right.
for the people that God has placed in my life, because like without y'all, I'm getting a little emotional, but
Oh,
without y'all, there would be no, you know, Black girl brunch on the beach. Cause I remember I was so discouraged, and he was like, just wait, it'll come out. I was like, it'll turn out, it'll be everything it's supposed to be. Just wait on it. And I'm like, oh no, I'll take your word for it. But and the next thing you know, I meet one of my sisters at our first event, like one of my sisters. And
yes.
then
I know you
things
talking
branch
about
off that. Yes.
walking ray of sunshine. Those
Oh
that
my
don't
gosh.
know.
Oh my gosh.
Those that
Hey
don't
T, we
know. We love
love
you, T.
you.
We love you.
But no, it's definitely you continue to encourage me, continue to push me, and just see things that I don't see. Because even me being all the things, like there's a lot of times where I have doubts, where it's just like I don't know if this is gonna work out. This doesn't stop me from doing it, because
You
I
gonna
don't,
do it.
you let fear stop you, and then you look up and your life and lived you. So
Girl, look at you dropping
but
gems.
yeah,
Tell them. You better do it. But life do
yes,
you. You better do life.
okay.
Life do you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful for I'm grateful for the sisters and brothers that God has placed in my life, where y'all don't allow me to be stagnant. It's just like, okay, you did that. Now what's next? Oh no, we're gonna make it work. I got you. And it's just like, I'm so tired. Okay, what do you need me to do? Not okay, take a rest. Like, what you need me to do?
Nah,
So
I mean,
yeah.
shoot. I mean, just thank you for like, because it's encouraging to be able to encourage, and then like you're able to take it and actually like move forward with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you can encourage someone, and at the end of the day, you can't think something and have this other person do what you thought. Like
Yeah.
this person got to want to do it. You know what I mean?
True story.
And I mean, shoot, just continue to just strive and do you.
I
It's
will. Especially with y'all pushing me. I don't have a
yeah.
choice.
I mean, that's one. I'm gonna push you.
Right.
I'm gonna push you. Come on. Get on here in
Right.
this cart. I'm about to push you down the street.
Right.
You just tell me where to stop. No, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure. All day, every day. And like, to put everything in full circle, like that's what my brand range of expression is about. Like
Yeah.
tapping in to other creatives and, giving flowers and encouragement and just creating a safe space for other people to connect and create. Like at the end of the day, at the beginning of the morning, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And
amen.
For me, with you and how you're able to have a vision or something that's on your heart and you do it, that's what my brand is. Like there's a lot of things that you don't see right now because the seed is in the ground. But what we need to do is keep watering it. And then you're gonna have a whole flower garden. You have all this fruit.
Yes,
you
ma'am. Right.
Get that watermelon. Go ahead and get that little peach off the tree.
Okay.
And so I appreciate you being a part of the journey, of my journey. So
you too, cousin. You too.
So
much.
It is definitely the beginning. Definitely the beginning. So
yes.
Thank you. Okay. So out of all of the things, we can continue on all day. What would you say is one of the artists of any genre you want to collaborate with, alive or not alive? The one artist, if you could pick.
Kendrick Lamar. But you already knew who I was gonna say. Kendrick. Like brother. Like I know you married. Like it's not even on that level. Like, but Kendrick, it is his.
So what is it about Kendrick? Like, I mean, I know, obviously. I mean, look, express yourself, girl. Look, express yourself.
Oh my gosh, like his music just resonates with my spirit. Especially this last album that came out. Oh my gosh, how I needed it at that perfect time. And I knew that this album was gonna be everything that just would feed my soul and my spirit. But what he talks about self-regression, like doing the self-work, caring for yourself enough. Like you can't, believing in yourself, being an advocate for others, but still you have to pour into yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. And not to mention Tupac is my all-time favorite.
I'm about to throw my shoe at you.
Okay. Like Tupac is my all-time favorite rapper. And I love rap, but only the poets. And if if you're creative like me, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say I love rappers, but only the poets. But yeah, just the he definitely embodies a Tupac spirit where it's about it's about definitely being the best that you can be, but still being who you are and fitting in your role for society. Because at the end of the day, like if you don't stand for something, then you'll fall for anything. And we all have our different roles and our different perspectives. And it's important
to say that.
Yes, it's important that
what's up, Pastor Dan? If you watching?
Oh, yes. But it's important that we respect each other in our different roles and our different perspectives, because we all have, if God intended us all, to be the same. First of all, how boring would the world be, But just to accept people for who they are, accept their expression, accept people for the state that they're in, and not judge them for it, because if we haven't been there, we could be there any day,
Life will humble you.
Sure will. Boy, will it.
No, life will humble you. I mean, girl, you saying it.
But I mean, just what he talks about is very prevalent. It resonates with my spirit. If y'all have not listened to the new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, oh my gosh, just listen to it. Just all the way through one time. And the way that he talks about the healing that needs to happen within our community. It's just, it resonates with me, because I am for all the people, but I am definitely for my people.
Absolutely.
And that's all I need to say. Look at the website, you'll see that.
So, I mean, what would you do with them? Would you do a song, or would you like collaborate and do like a spoken word?
I would clean the toilets in his studio if that's what it
you
took.
a mess.
No, I'm just
I would,
like
but there's so many things you could do. Like, would you be like behind the scenes, or would you be a creative director of like a video of his,
all
or
the things.
create a
Like
treatment?
I would write songs with him. I would creative direct for him. Like I would just love to be in his head, honestly. I would love to be a mentee, of Kendrick and his creative process. Um, because boy, he's amazing. He's great for sure. So yes, definitely. Any part of the team I can get on, to be quite honest with you. And yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that answer, girl. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You gave me more than what I even asked for. Appreciate it.
Right.
Hit up my cousin. She is a willing vessel for sure. No.
All day.
Okay. So, of all of the things that we talked about, we're gonna talk about everything down the line, the whole list, the things that will continue on and probably be added to. We're gonna be quite honest. Like, you probably have something else going on tomorrow, and that's perfectly fine. So where can we find your work, and how can we show you love and support to you?
Yes, JustDeedeeServices.com will be the hub for all of my services and upcoming services. I update my website, which I do virtual assistant work. I'm also a digital designer, so I do all of my website work. I update it at least once a week. So all of the services that I offer, whether it be online, whether it be virtual or in person, you can find it at justdeedeeservices.com. And then also on all social media platforms across the board is Just Deedee Services. So that's for Instagram, for Facebook. I think I'm on, yes, a LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm on Twitter, but that's happening soon. And then all of the businesses that I help manage and things of that nature is also under Just Deedee Services.
Okay. Thank you. Cool beans. All right. So now that we talked about all the things and talked about how we're able to find your services and how we can support you and all the things that you got going on, all of the things.
Thanks.
Can you tell me a little about what success means to you? Because everybody have their own definition of success, and success looks different for everyone. Like, maybe it's getting that bread, or maybe it's like, I helped one person out here on the street, and to me that is like success. I can die now and be great. Like, I've done my life's work. Like, what is that for you?
Success for me is happiness. If I'm not content in what I'm doing, if it's not right in my spirit, then it's not success. I don't care if I have $1 billion in the bank. If I have $1 billion in the bank and I'm feel like crap and going crazy in the head, then that's not success. That just means that you're a poor rich person. So success for me is
a poor rich person.
Yes, I'm like success for me is yes, doing all of the things and being the best that I can be every single day. Every single day I wake up, and it success has a lot to do with self-reflection, because like you said, yes, our version of success is different, in all the different, in all the aspects.
Right.
So for me, success is being happy, helping others achieve happiness, not not being the cause of their happiness, but helping them identify what makes them happy and what makes them want to, what their version of success is.
Right.
And then just, every single day I wake up, I want to help someone. Maybe not even in a big capacity, but doing what I can do to be a good Samaritan in this world.
Right.
So just doing right by people. There's some people out there that can do all the wrong things and still feel okay with it, but I can't. Me being able to do what's in my spirit, what's in my heart, and still make money from it, and still bring other people up with me as I come up,
Right.
That's my version of success. I come up, we all come up. That's
Well,
what I'll say.
listen, you definitely doing it.
Aw,
You definitely, by your definition, you are successful.
aw, thank you,
Period.
cousin.
Yeah. And I resonate with that as well. Like I definitely feel like, helping people is what, gives me gratification and, being able to bring people and uplift people, encourage people. Like I cannot tell you the amount of people that come and talk to me just randomly about their life story.
I
And if
believe
I'm
it.
able to listen and maybe encourage or maybe like give some type of advice that's like effective,
Yeah.
that to me is success. It's not about
Yes.
money, and let's be honest, there's a lot of people out here, not a lot of people, but there's plenty of people out here with a lot of money who are not fulfilled
Miserable.
and they're miserable. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, at the beginning of the morning, I think people need to follow their hearts and their desires, or their goals and dreams that they have. And like you're doing just that. I
Yeah.
see it from the sideline. I see it when I'm in the game playing with you. So
Right. Because you could be in the game quite often. I'm like, D, 911.
nah, look, hey, remember that time I had a dream and I was like, D, listen, I feel like I know God gave me this dream. I just need you to, and I told you, was like, I see it. Yep. And I
Say
was like,
less.
can you be the creative director? He was like, got you. And then and we did it. And and like that's what it's about, to be quite honest with you. I feel like that's what life
Absolutely.
is about. And if everybody tapped into that and everybody like focused and honed into like that thing that you were created for, your purpose,
Yes.
I feel like the world would be a better place.
A better
Than what it is.
place.
You know what I mean?
A
And
better place. Boy, would
what
it
best to
be.
start with the services of JustDeedee and range of expression. Why not?
That part.
Be a little piece of the puzzle, but
Yeah.
we're doing.
Hopefully we have an partnering event coming up very soon.
We will.
And
Look,
will.
one thing about two things for sure, we sure will. At the end of the day, it will happen for sure. Okay.
Yes.
And last and final question, and I'll let you go and do all the other things that you got to do, which is all the things.
All the things.
So do you have any words of advice for other inspiring creators, entrepreneurs, business women, singers? Just do you have any words of advice?
Yes, I will. I do, and I will, and it's been on my spirit for a while. Feeding into fear is automatic failure. Automatic failure. Um, if it's on your spirit, if it keeps you up at night, if you're thinking about it constantly, do it.
Just
Do
do it.
it. You know, you have to listen to, you know, you have to listen to your heart. That's just God speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just God speaking to you. Don't wait. You don't know if tomorrow will be your last, today will be your last. Just do it. And shoot, that's how I've been living life this past 4 or 5 years. I mean, 4 or 5 months, and like I am behooved of all the things that have fallen into place. Like I'm just like, all I have to do is just get up and be like, okay, like, just don't be complacent. Um, don't complacency is just another way of dying, except you have to live with it. You
Mm.
know, just
another way of early death.
or early death. Except you're still breathing.
You still, oh my God.
Just do it. Just like Nike said, man, that's the best slogan out there. Just do it. Get up and get it done. I half the things that I've done, I don't know how the heck I was going to do it. But my spirit knew that I could. And so I did. And I am. And I will continue to. Because we only get one life on this side, as far as I know.
Listen, right. And that's the thing, man. If God put something on your spirit to do, give you an idea, people may not understand it. People may not support it, but I guarantee you, if like that one person that you reached, counts.
I'm telling you, and there's people out there waiting. Like, because who knew? I walked into a whole family that was just like, "Oh, we see you. We're gonna make this happen."
Absolutely.
And if you remain in your box, you know what I'm saying? If you're only looking in a box perspective, and you never step outside of that box, then you don't know what's out there waiting for you on the other end. So don't live in fear. Just do it. I'm not saying that I don't have fears. I'd be scared all the time. I'd be scared every single time. Do you know? Because I'd be calling her like, I think I did it. I think I'm in over my head.
Hey, look, I'll be the first one to tell you, like this is what we doing? Didn't want to do it. Fearful. But at the end of the day, it's like, nah, if it's sitting in my spirit to do, like, I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny it. Like, who am I to not tap into whatever, I feel that was God led. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And everybody's scared. Everybody's fearful. But what I'm scared of is dying and not fulfilling whatever my purpose is.
Amen.
And that's it right there. So, I mean, the question wasn't given to me, but, everybody out there, just do it. Whatever it is, do it. Don't feed into fear. You got to talk to that thing and walk.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep. Tell it to step aside.
Get behind me, Satan. Nah, but
get
for
under
real.
me, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have. Just do it. And if you ever run across me, if you ever give a sister a call, you better believe we gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you scared?
Oh, you scared? You got an idea?
Let's lead into that.
Let's look into it.
Right. Let it be fuel to the fire.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gathering the wood.
Right.
Gathering this here wood.
Okay.
This fire. Oh,
put it in the poem. Put it in the poem.
Write it down. But DeeDee,
absolutely.
JustDeedee, appreciate you coming on here for ShotGun Q&A with Bro. We did have a little journey down the street of I say Damascus. I can't help it with the analogies, but
right.
Well, you I say Damascus because like you're finding yourself, right?
Yes.
So going down that road, down that path, I felt like it was important for us to cover. So we didn't get right into all the questions right away. But I do appreciate you coming and spending some time and sharing of yourself and everything that you have to offer us in the world.
Having me, cousin.
There's purpose in what you're doing. And I'm just happy to be a not only someone on the sidelines rooting, but I'm also a participant
in the midst.
And if I can be a part of something that is good for the world and for our community, and why not? Why
Amen.
not? So any last words before we go?
Bro! No, range of expression, y'all. Check her out. I love her. I subscribe. And don't mind these bags. That's just me doing all the things,
That's that proof of work being done.
Yeah,
that's that proof.
Right.
Sorry, that's my old pastor voice.
Right.
Sorry, in my head it's the old pastor and there's something coming out.
But no, I'm super grateful, super honored to be a part. I know all the things, all the greatness is coming towards you, and like giving you your flowers as well. Like I appreciate the platform, and I appreciate the support, online and offline. Lord knows you have been like nothing. Like you have been all the things to me over this past few years. I really appreciate you.
Don't have me in here crying. I don't
Much
know.
love
I
and
don't know why y'all get on here and do this.
So I'm just grateful. Like gratitude to all, all my business partners out there, all of my supporters out there, my Soulful Fridays fam, those who are follower of Just Do Services. You are appreciated, all my clients. I appreciate you for trusting me. And like I'm just grateful. I'm just extremely grateful. So and let me stop before I start crying.
And look, if the river flows, let them.
Right.
Look, again, it's proof. ain't no fraudulent behavior around him.
Okay.
You know?
Amen. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Definitely subscribe. Just DD Services on every platform that there is. Definitely watch the page because all month we're going to be promoting my cousin, promoting her and everything she got going. So if you can't find her on her stuff, you can find her on my stuff, at least for this month. But I'm always support, so you're going to find her whatever.
Right.
All right.
Look at the stories.
Look at the stories. Look at the pen. Look at the archive. We've been here. We've been day one.
Amen.
Girl, we didn't even talk about how we found out we was cousins. That's a whole
Oh my
story.
God.
That's a whole nother story for another day.
Another day. Look, happy on in December. We gotta do that when your brother there. How you going?
Listen. Anyways, thank y'all for joining. Don't be a stranger. Come back around next month. Range of expression, bro. Holla, JustDeedee Services.
Hey.